Top 10 extinct animals you should know of. It's hard to believe how old the Earth really is, and it's harder to believe that animals existed on our planet that no longer exist. Nonetheless, evidence points to the existence of creatures long before human came into the picture. Today we're going to look at some of the extinct animals and discuss their appearance, habitat, and perhaps how they got wiped off the face of the Earth. Number 10. Saber-toothed tiger, 10,000 BC. Also known as Smilodon, these creatures may look like tigers or cats but are not closely related. Smilodon flaunted strong and robust build that made them one of the strongest animals and helped them in hunting large animals like bison. Little's known about their behavior. Historians are divided on their opinion on whether saber-toothed tiger was a solitary or social animal. They became extinct around 10,000 years ago, along with several of the megafauna of South America. Number 9. Irish elk, 5200 BC. Also called the giant deer or Irish giant deer, these are counted among the largest deer that ever existed on Earth. Although they were not exclusive to Ireland, most of the modern evidence for their existence of the animal were found in Irish bogs. There are different theories as to how the animal went extinct. It could be because of human intervention or the change of vegetation that affected their diet. Number 8. Woolly mammoth, 2000 BC. These legendary creatures were one of the biggest animals to have roamed the face of the Earth, and it's an extinct animal now. Their origins remain a mystery, but the discovery of frozen carcasses as well as prehistoric cave paintings prove its existence. They're said to have been similar to modern elephants, and the closest extant relative is the Asian elephant. The woolly mammoth went extinct because of climate change, loss of habitat, and hunting by humans. Moa, 1400. Found mainly in New Zealand, the moa were flightless birds and one of the extinct animals of our planet. They were one of the biggest birds on our planet but went extinct due to overhunting by the natives of New Zealand. Moa were vegetarians and, like other birds, they swallowed stones so as to grind the food and help in digestion. Before the humans had arrived, the birds had lived some 80 million years without predators, and it left them fragile. Number 6. Dodo, 1662. A flightless bird, dodo at the end was found only on the island of Mauritius. Evidence of their existence was found in numerous texts and paintings from the 17th century. Little is known about them, but they're thought to have been round, fat, and walked clumsily. Most of the drawing had yellow feet, feathered tail, and a big beak that came with a combination of green, black, and yellow. Its diet consists of fruit, and as per historians, dodo was flightless largely because of a lack of predators as well as a lack of sufficient food. Number 5. Steller sea cow, 1768. Often counted among the top extinct animals, this creature is known to have lived in the cold water of the Bering Sea that lies between Alaska and Russia. They fed on kelp and communicated via sighs and snorts. The Steller sea cow was a social animal and lived in small family groups. After Europeans discovered it, within 27 years, these creatures were hunted to extinction. Number 4. The great auk, 1852. A flightless bird that's been lost to us since the mid-19th century, it's one of the extinct animals on Mother Earth. Although these creatures resemble penguins, they're really not related. They mostly lived in the isolated rocky island where there was plenty of food. In Europe, demand for the bird rose so much so that the population plummeted in the mid-16th century. Conservation efforts were made, but to no effect. Number 3. Quagga, 1883. Largely found in South Africa, a subspecies of zebra, the quagga was known for the distinct calls that went like quah ha ha. It has a striped zebra pattern at the front part of their body, and the rear part was stripeless and brown. We don't know much about them except for the fact that they liked living in a group of 50 to 60 in the wild and were docile by nature. When the Europeans came and settled in South Africa, they began hunting and domesticating the animal, leading to the death of an entire species. Number 2. Tasmanian tiger, 1936. Also known as the thylacine or the Tasmanian wolf, it's one of the recent extinct animals. They were the size of a dog, nocturnal creatures, shy and demure but were considered formidable owing to their predatory habits. Their extinction is largely caused due to hunting and other factors like loss of habitat, disease, etc. In recent years there have been rumors about the sighting of the Tasmanian tiger, but it's largely unproven. Number 1. Pinta Island tortoise, 2012. This species of giant tortoise saw its death with the death of Lonesome George in 2012. These were unique creatures that had the ability to store food and water inside them and could therefore go without food or water for up to 6 months. Although efforts were made for George to mate, the result was inviable eggs. Like most of the animals in this list, humans are responsible for the extinction of the Pinta Island tortoise. We've hunted the animal to extinction.